I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-Minute Convos, where I help you create a brand of your own unique real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Leanne Drew. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night? Of course, night being my time.
Hi, Angel. I'm fantastic. Really looking forward to our chat. It is morning here for me. I'm in central Queensland in Australia. Beautiful day. It's about 10 to 11 in the morning. So, I'm doing great. Thank you.
That's wonderful. So you are in my future. How does it look?
It looks great from where I'm looking.
Love it. Well, do tell me which of your talents, Leanne, is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history.
I do believe it was on LinkedIn and it's through podcasting.
Yes, most definitely. Now, who did you learn that skill from? That skill to be able to podcast?
Well, I guess I learned it by listening to a lot of podcasts for many years. And then John Lee Dumas from Entrepreneur on Fire started Podcasters Paradise. And so I joined that. I was one of the people to join before he even launched. So I got it at a great price. It's really expensive now, but that's how I learned my skill of podcasting.
That's amazing. Now, there's a few things you do. Do tell us about the podcast, please, and the mining as well that you do.
Yes, well, for over 13 years now, I've been driving the big trucks in mines, mainly coal mines here in Australia. So they are the biggest dump trucks in the world, pretty much. And I'm only little, 5'3", so a lot of people think, oh, how does a little thing like you drive those big trucks? And a lot of people want to get a job in the industry doing it because it is good money and it's seen as a really good lifestyle. So I started answering questions for my friends and started writing about it, starting a blog. But I was a bit too scared to put myself out there, so I called myself Mad Mumzie, which is what my kids called me. And I created this little cartoon character with a hard hat on and plaits, which is what I always used to wear. And so I started writing. And then from there, through listening to podcasts, I thought, well, I love to talk, I'd talk the ear off someone. So, I started recording and it took me a year before I actually took the brave step and pushed the submit to iTunes button. And the podcast is called Beers with a Miner. And we actually do have beers at the time. It's just a sit-down conversation, usually online. Some have been in person with people and talking about their mining journey, because not everyone's cut out to be a miner. It can be a very hard lifestyle as well, because we work 13-hour shifts, you're away from home. So it's not as easy as everyone thinks. I've been doing that. That's the podcast. And then I also, through that, started creating online courses to help people trying to get into the industry. And my mum's an artist, so I started videoing her and released some of her workshops online, and we've been selling a few of those. And now I've got my sister as well. She's doing special things online in culture and workplace safety, but so much more to her than that. So, I'm helping get other people's talent out to the world.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I love the theme of mining. So in Trinidad, interestingly enough, the company that I've worked with for quite some time manufactures cement. So mining is actually in our family, my father being the guy that loads the truck, right? Who rips the stone and then loads the truck, right? With the excavator. Yep. So it's pretty fascinating how you are mining as well the talents of other individuals. But that being said, before I get into that section of the podcast, tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
I was thinking there's quite a few things, obviously, that I have been doing other than listening to podcasts. But the thing that's helped me the most has been listening to and watching on YouTube Abraham Hicks with Esther. And have you heard of Abraham?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and I just get so much out of it. It just helps me to keep believing that my dreams can come true and that a way to stay positive. And because, like I say, it can get pretty tough doing what I do and dealing with different people, and I'm quite a emotional kind of person. So wherever I can learn to be a bit stronger, it really helps. And it's also it's something that, especially talking to my sister, because I'm a bit of a woo-woo spiritual kind of person, and she's more comes from the psychologist side and health and well-being that way. And a lot of what sinks into me is it's just another way of all of those, like reframing and looking at life in a different way. And that's a way that it sinks in with me, listening to Abraham.
That's great. Why would you suggest other people do that? Find ways to reframe their memories or even their negative thoughts?
Because life can get pretty tough at times. And for a lot of people, including myself, and we all need to have a strategy, tools, ways in our world that when life gets tough, we know that we can work our way through it. And how each person, each listener that's listening now, or my kids, myself, everyone, if we all have our own way that helps us, whether it's going for a walk and listening to an awesome podcast or whether it's watering your garden, meditating, watching Abraham Hicks, or, doing a workshop or anything that just helps us to believe that we can take a deep breath and, it'll be all right. We can get through it.
Love it. Oh, again, amazing audience. You're hearing it live from Leanne Drew. Leanne, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me now invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Leanne, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory is being at my Nanna's house with my cousins and jumping on the old carpet. It was grey carpet and it had maroon red coloured flowers, and I can remember how far apart the flowers used to feel, and we used to take the big massive leap to get from flower to flower, and it was the whole house had this flowery carpet. So it was back in the 50s. It was probably laid in the 50s, so it's very old fashioned, very old style. That's one of my earliest memories.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
I think it came back to me when my Nana passed away, quite a few years ago now, and we went to her funeral and then went back to the house because she still lived in the same old house in Adelaide in South Australia. And my cousins and I and my sister, we couldn't believe how close together those flowers were. When we were having these flashbacks of, remember when we didn't think we could ever jump from flower to flower, and they're not that far apart at all. And I guess it's helped me to think how, no matter how challenging life has been, that when I look back at that huge step, and once I did it, you look back and go, that wasn't that hard. Like pushing submit on iTunes or, putting things out there or whatever it is in my life anyway. You look back and go, oh, yeah, I did that. Even like driving the big trucks. I didn't think I could ever do that. Now you throw them around like a little dirt go buggy or something.
That's fascinating. Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind with that memory?
Absolutely. Yes, please.
I love the fact that, first of all, family family was present while you were jumping. And to see that mirrored now, where you are helping other family members jump from flower to flower in terms of their gifts, understanding that for them it's seemingly far and impossible. Now, if we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Angie.
All right.
Angie. Yeah.
Are you going to sing for us?
Or Beth. No, I'm not. You're taking me back, Angel.
Leanne, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Bring it on.
Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
No, I haven't.
Are you married?
I'm in a lifelong partnership with a very beautiful man.
Do you have children?
Yes, I do. 2 girls and 2 grandsons.
Do you believe in God?
No, I don't believe in God. I believe in the universe and angels and all of those sorts of things. That's personally, but I also believe that everyone needs to have something they believe in that helps them get through any difficult times or, whatever your God is, whatever you want to call it.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
I certainly do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Well, I know not many of your guests say that they do, but I do. Usually doing something while it is on in the background, and I do watch a lot of sport as well. So I might be one of the different ones, Angela, I think.
There are a few. What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
It would be less than 8. I actually just got a notification from my phone and I'm averaging about 5 at the moment.
All right. Congratulations.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, what would you say that is?
I think it would be stay safe, be real, be special, and have fun, for we only live once.
Love it. Leanne, this was such a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yes, Angel, I'd like to say if you have, we all have special talents and gifts and something that we can share with people around us and those in the world. So take a bit of action, share what you know, and I'm sure you'll help someone out as well.
Love it. Leanne Drew, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you, Angel. It's been fantastic.
You're welcome. It's been a great pleasure. Cut. Boom. We got it.
Oh. And then I said Angie by Kiss, and Angie's bloody Rolling Stone. Yeah. So I don't know. Just pick any Kiss song or Hotel California. Or
yeah, I think we'll just stop it at Hotel California. Yeah? Yeah.
Yep, that sounds good.
All right, my friend. Well, I do thank you for popping back on here to get this fixed. Hopefully we can get this out by the 12th of October still. Yeah?
Okay, that'd be great. Thank you. And sorry I didn't see any of your messages on Skype. I just don't go on Skype anymore.
Yeah.
Unless someone like you wants to connect there.
Yeah, life happens. It's cool. Until then, my friend, you do continue to have a great rest of your... What is it? It's daytime, yeah? It's like 10 a.m.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. 10 a.m., that's right.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day too, so I'm going to go and enjoy it.
All right, my friend. Keep well.
You too. Thank you, Angel.
No
Bye.
problem. Laters. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.